doing? What you doing, Sneaky? You being a little sneaky?
You being a little sneaky. He's being a sneaky. Yeah. You make yourself comfy right here. Yeah.
Why? What do you want?
Little children boogie. Okay, that's far out, so you heard him too. Hoo hoo. there we have it. She's done. So I want to go in and explain a little bit about this. So this is my dream journal. I have a practice of astral projection, as you might be able to tell between these two characters here. And it hasn't been happening as much as I would like it to. So this is a really good way for me to kind of parse out my intention behind astral projection. So it's super useful as like a practice. This little David Bowie looking lady over here, I don't know, something about her not having eyebrows is very like, I don't know, Ziggy Stardusty. Anyway, this is going to be my physical body, where I'm enveloped in a loving light so that I don't have negative astral projections in like the lower astral. So it's kind of like channeling the love of, you know, the creator or God or whatever you want to say into myself, and then creating a safety bubble around myself. Then I would project outwards into this lovely lady going on an adventure. I'm really happy that I was able to come up with this little broom thing, because it seemed like it would have been empty if she wasn't holding something. And I need to have a vision of what I want to do if I'm either lucid dreaming or astral projecting. Otherwise, I'll just get excited, and that excitement will cause me to leave my body, or go back to my body, or leave the astral. So yeah, emotions are pretty powerful. So I'm going to try to come up with an idea of what I want to do, so that I can go do that idea. And an idea I had was to go around riding super fast somewhere on a broom. I think that's like a super fun witchy idea of something I could do in the astral realm. Or in a lucid dream, either one. Anyway, so let's see. So here's me in my safe little home with like light and happiness and whatnot. And then my astral body leaves as I cross the hedge. So I wanted to have plants here that were more representative of what a traditional hedge would be. So it'd be like hawthorns and roses, things with thorns. And that would represent the vibrational phase that you go through, or I do anyway. Apparently not everybody goes through this phase when they're astral projecting. Right when they're leaving their body, or they're about to leave their body, your body's vibrating and it feels not tingly, it's like stronger than tingles, but it doesn't feel like it's an earthquake or anything. So somewhere in between there. So I wanted to have something prickly to kind of represent that energy, but I think that this is good enough for that. And I have a passion flower to remind myself that I need to have a passion and a will of something to do in the astral. So I'm able to focus on that while I'm leaving. So know what I want to do. What is my passion? And this is a really beautiful passion flower there. I chose a pink one. Passion flowers can be purple a lot too. I have a flower booklet that I was going through, and I chose a pink one to kind of match that, and also have that representation of love as well. So then here's the spine. I put a little thing that says dream journal on there. And my lovely lady in a 1970s ensemble that looks semi-1940s, which I just love. I would love to make this dress at some point. And she's got her broom. So this is a stir stick, and this is some raffia. And I chose to have this red string. Have you guys ever heard of tying a red piece of string around your finger so that you don't forget something? I kind of did that here with her bracelet and the bottom of the broom there. So I want to not forget that this is something I can do that would be fun, that I'm excited about in astral or lucid dreaming, and having it on my wrist as well. So it's like, oh, I don't have to have a tool to do that. I can just think about that. And that might even be a good spell for me to do. Enchant a red string and then tie it around my wrist when I have the desire or the intention going to bed beforehand to astral project. Like if it's a Friday night, I'm gonna wake up Saturday morning, I can sleep in and be kind of groggy a little bit and try a couple times to get out of my body. So that's kind of a cool idea for an enchantment I could do. And then we have the I cross the hedge now. This is really fun. So the eyeball is representing me. So it's I don't know, I like wordplay, so anyway, I think that's entertaining. So I cross the hedge now, and then I had this little pocket watch that I put over here. Ooh, actually, one last thing to do here. I always try to block out the little weird tiny parts of cutouts, but sometimes I forget. There we go, now it looks like it's a pocket watch in space. Anyway, so I cross the hedge now, and a little pocket watch to represent the time, because time dilates in different ways when you're in the astral realm. And then, yeah, these are some other adventure ideas I could have. I heard somebody went ice skating on the rings of Saturn, and that just sounds so free and amazing. So I thought perhaps I could try something like that. And then, yeah, all the other planets and the sun. I also think it's kind of cool that I have the sun how we perceive it to be in like our physical incarnation. So it's like, oh, it's a shining, big, yellowish ball. And then if you actually get close to the sun, it'll look more like this, where it's a red, fiery explosion in the sky, which is insane if you think about it. But anyway, so that would be something cool to do too, is actually look in the sun. Or I guess go and visit the sun. So those are my intentions going into this spread. Everything I used was either like secondhand or like a magazine my mom had given me. So these were from Garden's Gate. These were some secondhand books I had gotten. This is also, this is Victoria magazine, and the house is Victoria. These are from the 90s. And this little lady's from that these two ladies actually are both from the 1970s in a Sears catalog. And a lot of this silvery and golden color is from watercolors. So I use these little guys to add this shimmer to it. So let's zoom in and show you some shimmer. I made sure to differentiate that this is golden and pinkish, representing love, and that the silvery energy of, I guess, your astral body is still connected through the cord, but also is around this body. So this is the astral body, this is the physical body. So now that I've talked a little bit about how I made this journal and like the intention behind the design of it, I want to talk about the intention behind my usage of it. So this journal is going to function similarly to my old dream journal, where I have, let me show you, I have two clips, I have a mechanical pencil, where is it? This one, which is purple. I have a pencil here, I grab that, write the date, and start jotting down my dreams. That's one function of this. But also I would like to have that be the function in the front portion, and then have about halfway through, I'd like to have this back portion be intentional, like astral art spells in a weird way. So like coming up with creative ways to do things in either lucid dreams or goals I have in the astral realm, and have creative, beautiful representations of those that will get me excited and get me focused on what those goals are. So I'm just gonna probably do doodles on these back pages here. And that's going to allow for me to put my focus into those things so that they're more likely to actually happen, which I'm pretty excited about. This was an idea I got from the Lucid Mage on YouTube, actually. He's a pretty clever guy, and he has been lucid dreaming, at least, for years and years and years. And these are things that he does. He comes up with different ways to make his lucid dreams like high definition with like orbs and throwing them. So it's like, if there's Harry Potter spells I want to cast, if there's, you know, there's a million different things you could do. Anyway, it just makes it, it kind of adds an air of levity to the whole process, which is great because it makes you feel more fun and jovial, free, and it gives you a higher vibration because you're happier, right? And you're not taking it too seriously. So that's something I need to practice a little bit. And then these front and back covers, I want to have essentially intentions written on them, or like some type of spell written here and here, reflecting what each half of the book is going to be. So I'll do that a little bit later. I want to think about my phrasing a little bit, but what I'll do is I'm just going to leave this black. This was pretty much just to cover all of the math equations on the insides of these books, because I'm not doing math, come on now. So I just wanted something neutral, and I used this black paper. So what I want to do is I'll probably put a little different piece of paper in the front and back. So once I figure out the phrasing, I'll do that. But in between those two times, what I want to do is cover this in tape. So that's kind of a futzy process, and it's going to be hard to do on camera. So I'm going to do that off camera. But yeah, just using packing tape to cover this all up, and that way it'll be all protected and whatnot. Yeah, because I don't want like these things to all flake off. It's a little bit more three-dimensional than my normal collages are, so I'm pretty stoked though. The cool thing about having packing tape too is if I cover it up, this will not only wear really well, but when I slide it in and out of my like little side pouch next to my bed that I keep my dream journal in, it won't slip around or get stuck on anything, or because it's a wool little pouch thing. I talked about it in this video up here where I'm talking about my different journals and how I use them. But this is one that I've used pretty consistently for since I was in high school, so like almost 15 years or something. Yeah, so this system's been working for me. Anyway, I hope you guys found this valuable and interesting. A little peek into a semi-hedgy art witch's process. And yeah, I hope you guys have a magical day. Thanks for watching. Bye.